It is not an accident that you are here. The divine clock whispered your name. The hand of eternity pointed, and you were summoned into this very moment, beloved, my child. You have felt the tug in your spirit. Something has been stirring, something restless. You thought it was coincidence, but it was alignment. You thought you stumbled into this, but heaven has no accidents. Listen, 10 seconds remain before a door in heaven closes. 10 seconds before a vault seals. 10 seconds before what was meant for you shifts into another season. And I was commanded to warn you, do not skip, do not wander, do not silence this whisper. Every syllable I release into your spirit is a key, a seal, a thread connecting you to what is written in light. The reason you feel chills across your arms right now, the reason there is a weight in your chest, is because this message is not just sound, it is heaven itself pressing against you. You are not watching by curiosity, but by destiny. You have been hidden. You have been preserved. You have been misunderstood, delayed, pressed down. But that was not rejection. It was protection. It was heaven keeping you behind the veil until this very hour, until the clock struck your name. Do you hear it? Every second ticks like thunder in the unseen. 9 seconds remain, and one of them has already slipped into eternity. Stay, listen. Heaven is leaning close to you. There are doors in the unseen, my beloved. Some swing wide with promise, some glimmer with lies, counterfeits sent to trick you. And there is one heavy, radiant, carved with fire that carries your name. That is the door heaven holds open now, but its hinges are creaking shut. Let distraction steal this second. Do not let doubt silence this voice. I was sent to you because your name is written in light, and the scroll of your destiny has been unsealed. My beloved child, your tears have not been wasted. The nights you thought you were abandoned were not silence, but strategy. Heaven was arranging every piece, aligning storms and delays, shaking loose fruit that would never fall unless the wind came. I see your heart tired, your spirit weary of waiting. You questioned if you missed your chance, if the door had already closed. But no, that door has not closed yet. That is why you were pulled here. That is why your chest tightens as these words enter you. That is why your skin trembles with confirmation. 8 seconds remain. Heaven is watching if you will step, beloved. The enemy has whispered against you. He has whispered jealousy in the ears of others. He has planted counterfeit doors, easier paths, distractions wrapped in glitter, but empty within. He has told you that your delay means denial. But those whispers were lies. The delay was not abandonment. The silence was not absence. The shaking was not destruction. Every delay was preparation. Every silence was strategy. Every shaking was alignment. Your name was preserved, written, sealed. This is why the storm did not break you. This is why betrayal did not bury you. This is why doors slammed in your face only redirected your feet toward the one door that matters. 7 seconds remain, and already one has passed. Do not leave. Do not silence this word. If you walk away, now the whisper will pass into another season. But if you stay, if you anchor here, the very chains around your soul will begin to shatter second by second. As you hear me, something inside you is stirring. It feels like pressure, like fire pressing against your ribs, like tears rising without reason. That is not emotion, it is confirmation. It is the seal of heaven, proving that these words are for you. You, beloved, are chosen, not by man, not by chance, but by the decree of heaven's court. Look at your journey, storms that should have ended you, sickness that should have consumed you, heartbreak that should have broken you. And yet, here you are, breathing, listening, leaning in, not because of your strength, but because heaven preserved you for this moment. The gears of eternity do not wait, and I tell you, every second now carries the weight of years. Beloved, hear me. You are not ordinary. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are preserved. You are marked. You are chosen. And now you are summoned, beloved. Lean closer. The Spirit of heaven is pressing this moment into your bones. You were not drawn here by accident. The divine clock did not stumble it, whispered your very name, and you obeyed without knowing. That obedience has already unlocked a shift. 5 seconds remain. Do you feel it? The air around you is thicker, the pulse within you sharper. That is not fear, that is alignment. You have cried in secret, wondering if your prayers even touched the ceiling. You wondered if heaven forgot you. But the silence was not abandonment, it was the crafting of a perfect moment, such as this. The very fact that you hear these words now proves you were never forgotten. Beloved, some names are written in sand, they wash away with the tide. Others are written in ink, time fades them. But your name is written in light, eternal, untouchable, unerasable. This is why the storms could not erase you. This is why rejection could not define you. This is why chains could not keep you bound. Because the one who wrote your name in light, listen. That door is not open forever. 4 seconds remain. Do not allow this word to drift past you. Every syllable is a seed planted in the soil of your soul. If you stay, the seed will root. If you wander, it withers. The enemy has studied you, child. He has studied your patterns, your wounds, your desires. He has tried to craft counterfeits to distract you, doors painted with illusion, opportunities that glitter but collapse, relationships that sparkle but poison, paths that glow but end in chains. Yet still, the true door waits. Its glow does not fade, for it was carved by fire from the throne itself, and your name is etched upon it. Beloved, I must tell you, your hesitation is the only chain left. Heaven does not need your perfection, it needs your yes. Your willingness to lean in, to stay, to believe. That yes becomes the key. 3 seconds remain. Already you sense it. Something shifts in your chest. Warmth spreads through your palms. The tears threaten to fall, though no one has spoken your name aloud. This is how heaven confirms, not through noise, but through trembling, not through spectacle, but through the quiet weight you feel now. Do not doubt it. That stirring, that sign in your body is not a mistake. It is evidence you are chosen. Beloved, lift your head. You have carried shame too long. You have believed lies too often. But hear me, you are not what they called you. You are not what betrayal labeled you. You are not the wounds of your past. You are written, you are preserved. You are called beloved by the throne of eternity. 2 seconds remain. Heaven does not delay when the decree has been spoken. This is why storms came, to shake the fruit, to drive you inward, to strip away what was counterfeit, so that only truth remains. Every shaking, every silence, every closed door was heaven's hand aligning you with this exact moment. Now the hand of eternity reaches again. The question is not whether you are chosen. The question is whether you will step through before the door seals. Beloved, lean in. Do not skip this. Do not silence it. Stay until the last word is spoken, because every word waters the seed of your destiny. 1 second remains. The clock ticks. The hinge groans. The door narrows. But listen, because you are still here, because you did not turn away, because you dared to stay through the trembling. Heaven declares, the door is not closed for you. You stepped into alignment. You answered the whisper. Beloved child, this is your sign, this is your proof that you were meant to stand here. Now, hearing heaven's final warning, do not leave the field half-watered. Do not abandon the seed. Stay, and every chain breaks as the seconds pass. Now breathe, for as the clock resets its hand, you have been marked. Heaven has sealed you not for despair, but for destiny. And I tell you, this is only the beginning, beloved. Now that you have stood in the doorway of destiny, I must show you why the battle has been so fierce. The enemy of your soul has studied you for years. He has whispered lies into your nights. He has stirred jealousy in the hearts of those who once smiled at you. He has scattered counterfeit opportunities across your path, shimmering like gold, but hollow within. He feared this moment. He feared you would hear this voice. He feared the clock would align and heaven's warning would reach you. That is why the storms felt heavier than they should have. That is why betrayal cut deeper than words can explain. That is why your prayers seemed to hit walls of silence. Because the adversary knew if you survived long enough to hear this, you would step into the one truth he cannot counterfeit. Beloved child, do not mistake his noise for power. His only weapon is illusion. His only strength is distraction. He cannot shut the door heaven opens, so he builds false doors beside it, hoping you will waste your seconds reaching for the wrong handle. You have seen them relationships that promised comfort but left you emptier, offers that looked perfect but collapsed in your hands, people who praised you but poisoned you when your back was turned. These were not random. They were deliberate counterfeit doors, yet still, heaven preserved you. Still, the door waits. Still, your name glows on the scroll of destiny. Listen closely now, because in the next 2 minutes, confirmation will touch you. You will feel it in your body, or you will see it before your eyes. A call may arrive, a message may appear, a knock may sound. Something sudden, unexplainable, undeniable will mark this word as yours. Do not ignore it. Do not explain it away. That confirmation is heaven stamping this decree upon your life, beloved. Do you notice it now? The chills creeping across your arms, the tears rising without command, the sudden warmth in your palms, the trembling in your chest like a drumbeat. These are not emotions. These are not accidents. These are somatic signs, heavens, fingerprints pressing into your flesh to prove that the unseen is real. Do not dismiss them. They are proof you are chosen. And because you are chosen, secrecy is required. Hear me now. Do not tell everyone. This moment is sacred oil. To expose it to mockers, to doubters, to those who cannot see would be to cast pearls before swine. Some miracles bloom in silence. Some prophecies ripen only in secrecy. Protect this word like a flame cupped in your hands. Guard it from those who would laugh, who would roll their eyes, who would dismiss what your soul already knows is true. Beloved child, the whispers you've heard, the doubts, the accusations, The relentless sense of being too late. Those were not your thoughts. They were arrows. They were planted suggestions, meant to drag your gaze away from the clock, away from the door, away from this voice that calls you now. But heaven is louder. Do you feel it? The thrum in your chest, the weight in your bones. That is not imagination. That is eternity itself leaning into you. The adversary says, you are forgotten. Heaven says, you are preserved. The adversary says, the door is closed. Heaven says the hinge still groans, still waits for your step. The adversary says, your silence means heaven abandoned you. Heaven says silence was strategy, storms were alignment, and delays were preparation. Beloved, lean in, for the next seconds are heavy with fire. 2 minutes remain before the sign strikes. Stay with me, stay anchored. Do not silence this flow. For in this narrow window, heaven is proving what the adversary tried to hide all your life. You are chosen. You are written. You are marked, beloved. Keep listening. The Spirit is not finished with you yet. The enemy has long plotted to silence your voice, to dim your fire, to make you believe that your story was already over. He tried to convince you that the heaviness you carry was proof of failure. But hear me, the weight you feel is not chains, it is the crown being forged for your head. You have walked through storms that should have broken you. You have endured betrayals that should have poisoned your trust beyond repair. You have survived nights where despair sat on your chest like stone. And yet, here you are, listening, breathing, receiving. That alone is the proof that heaven's preservation is stronger than hell's destruction, beloved. The adversary never fought you for who you were. He fought you for who you are becoming. He attacked not because you were weak, but because you were marked. The greater the attack, the greater the confirmation that heaven has sealed you for something unshakable. Even now, the clock ticks. The sound of heaven's court echoes like thunder in the unseen. Scrolls are unrolling. Angels lean forward to watch whether you will stay, whether you will believe, whether you will guard this moment as holy. Do you feel that stirring in your body again? That wave of emotion that seems to rise from nowhere? That sudden rush of energy in your chest? Beloved, that is heaven pressing again, reminding you this is not imagination. It is reality breaking through the veil. Secrecy is your weapon now. Keep this sacred. Hide it in your heart. Do not run to speak it to those who will not understand. This is a seed. Some seeds must remain under soil, unseen, until the fruit bursts forth. Do not expose the soil before its time. Remember, the enemy cannot steal what you guard in silence. Protect this moment. Guard it as you would guard fire in a storm. Beloved child, I speak now what is sealed. Within moments, within breaths, confirmation will break forth. A call may ring, a message may appear, a knock may come, or a sudden thought may blaze across your mind, so fierce you cannot ignore it. That will be the sign, the evidence that this word belongs to you. Do not dismiss it. Do not say, it is coincidence. Coincidence does not arrive aligned with heaven's clock. Coincidence does not press chills into your skin or tears into your eyes. Coincidence does not cause your very heartbeat to change rhythm as you listen. What you are experiencing now is not chance. It is divine appointment. Beloved, hear me. The whispers of jealousy around you were meant to isolate you. The words spoken against you were meant to fracture your spirit. But every arrow that was fired has fallen short. Every curse spoken has been absorbed by the shield of fire that surrounds you even now. You are more guarded than you realize. Angels stood at your bedside when you thought you slept alone. Light wrapped around you when you walked into places filled with hidden traps. Even your delays were heaven's way of protecting you from snares you could not see. So when the silence lingered, it was not absencing, was mercy. When doors closed, it was not rejection, it was redirection. When storms rose, it was not punishment, it was heaven shaking the branches so the fruit could finally fall. Beloved, the adversary hoped you would grow weary, that you would stop pressing, that you would settle for less. But you did not. You endured. And because you endured, you stand now at the edge of confirmation. The next seconds are not ordinary. They carry eternity within them. When the sign comes and it will receive it as heaven's stamp, do not doubt it. Do not explain it away. Whisper in your heart, I believe, I am aligned, I am chosen. The clock ticks, the door trembles. And yet, because you listened, heaven is leaning toward you with fire in its breath. Beloved child, this is your confirmation. The storms were not your end. The whispers were not your truth. The counterfeit doors were not your future. You are chosen, you are sealed, you are written in light. And even now, heaven is proving it. Not move. For in the moments ahead, everything begins to unfold. Beloved child, lean in. For now the drama of heaven unfolds before your eyes. The door stands before you, not a door of wood or iron, but a living door, carved of flame and light. Upon it glows your name, etched in strokes that no hand can erase. It is heavy, radiant, pulsing with eternity, and yet its hinge groans as if it longs to close. But beside it, there is another, counterfeit, smooth, polished, easier. The handle shines as if it welcomes you, yet inside waits emptiness and chains. The enemy crafts such doors, hoping in your haste you will choose what is quick instead of what is true. Beloved, do you see? The true door requires courage. It requires surrender. It requires stepping when you do not see the ground beneath your feet. But behind it waits the scroll of your destiny, unrolled and written in fire. Behind it waits the vault of blessing, sealed until this very hour. Listen, every second the door narrows. Heaven's clock does not pause. The gavel of eternity is poised in the hand of the judge, and the court leans in to see if you will step. Do you feel the tension in your chest? That pounding in your heart, that tremor in your spirit is not fear. It is the pull of eternity, the unseen pressing against the seen. Heaven beckoning you forward. Beloved, delays were never meant to destroy you. They were preparation. The silence you endured was strategy. The storms that shook you were alignment. Every unanswered prayer was soil being turned, roots being stretched, fruit being hidden until ripe. You thought the silence was rejection, but it was the hush of heaven arranging. You thought the waiting was denial, but it was preparation for a blessing too heavy to carry untrained. You thought the storm was chaos, but it was heaven shaking what could not stand. So only what is eternal remains. And now the moment of decision comes. 2 minutes, 2 breaths, 2 beats of the unseen clock. That is all that separates you from the sign, the confirmation, the seal. Beloved, secrecy is your shield again. Guard this moment. Do not rush to voices who cannot see. Do not let mockers trample the sacred. Protect it as you would protect fire in a storm. Do you hear the sound? In the court of heaven, bowls are being tipped. Incense of your prayers rises. Angels hold scrolls written with your name. The gavel is poised, ready to strike. The judge leans forward, not in condemnation, but in anticipation. Beloved child, the decision is not about worthiness. You were sealed long ago. The decision is about alignment. Will you step? Will you lean in? Will you stay through the trembling until the hinge swings in your favor? Your body already knows. The chills that wash your arms, the tears that burn your eyes, the sudden warmth in your palms, these are confirmations. These are not accidents. They are evidence that heaven is pressing into your very flesh. Even now, I see the counterfeit door shimmer to your left. It looks easy. It promises shortcuts. It glows with what you thought you wanted. But behind it waits only delay, disappointment, and despair. Do not touch it. Do not be deceived. The true Dorius, the heavy one, the one that groans, the one that costs you courage, that is your door. The one with your name in fire. The one no adversary can erase. The one heaven preserved for you alone. But, beloved, the hinge moves. Slowly, relentlessly. Seconds slip like sand. And still, you are here. Still, you listen. Still, you feel the stirrings in your chest. That is proof you are aligned. That is proof you are chosen. Child, do not look at the storms you walked through and think they meant you were forgotten. They were the shaking of trees so fruit could fall. They were the rattling of chains so they could break. They were the winds of heaven driving you closer to the one true door. And now you stand before it. The countdown presses. The gavel hovers. The vault strains against its lock. Beloved, lean closer. For in the moments ahead, heaven itself will move to prove this word is yours. Beloved child, do not turn away now. You are standing in the narrowest moment of your journey. The hinge of heaven groans. The light of the door flickers, and eternity holds its breath. Can you feel it? The atmosphere around you is heavy, alive. Your yes or your hesitation matters more than you realize. This is the moment where heaven measures hearts. By the courage to step even when the ground feels like mist beneath your feet. Beloved, I see the scroll in the hands of the angel. Your name burns upon it, written not in ink, but in light and fire, written before time began, waiting for you to see it now. Every delay you endured was heaven waiting until this second, because this is the second where it all converges. But listen, the counterfeit door still whispers. It tries to pull your gaze away. It sparkles with easy promises. It murmurs, this path is quicker, this way is smoother. But beloved, that whisper is a trap. Every counterfeit leads to the same place, emptiness. The true door is the one that resists, the one that feels heavier. Why? Because it carries weight. It carries glory. It carries the fulfillment of every tear you ever cried. Beloved child, you are not here by chance. Do not mistake this for random words. This moment is a summons, a decree, a final warning written in flame. Look again. Do you see the bowls in heaven's court tipping? Do you smell the incense rising from your prayers? Every unanswered prayer, every unspoken cry, every wordless groan of your spirit is gathered in those bowls. They are being poured now upon the altar of heaven, mixing with fire, burning in testimony. The gavel is raised. The judge leans forward, not with wrath, but with expectation. All of heaven watches this moment, your moment. Beloved, your body feels it again, doesn't it? The goosebumps rising, the sudden pressure in your chest, the trembling in your bones. That is not fear. That is alignment. That is the eternal colliding with the mortal. That is proof. The enemy has lied to you long enough. He said your silence meant you were abandoned. But silence was heaven's strategy. He said your delay meant denial. But delay was heaven's preparation. He said your shaking meant destruction. But shaking was heaven's way of dropping ripe fruit into your hands. Beloved child, listen. Heaven does not speak twice without purpose. And the message is this: 2 minutes remain. Within this window, confirmation will strike. A sign will reach you. It may be a call. It may be a message. It may be a knock at the door. Or it may be a sudden thought so fierce you cannot shake it. But it will come. And when it does, do not dismiss it. Do not call it coincidence. Do not let doubt smother the flame. Receive it. Whisper back in your spirit, I believe. I am aligned. I step through the true door. Beloved, the door narrows even now. The hinge creaks. The flame on the threshold flickers. The moment is heavy. The seconds are sand slipping through eternity's hand. And yet you are here, still listening, still leaning in. Proof you are written in fire. You ask, but what if I am too late? What if the door is already closed? Beloved, if it were closed, you would not be hearing this. If it were sealed, you would not feel the chills, the fire, the trembling. The very fact that you are here proves the hinge is still open. The adversary wanted you to give up before you reached this second, but you endured, you stayed. And because you stayed, heaven is pressing this truth into you. You are standing at the threshold. Now is not the time to step back. Now is not the time to hesitate. This is the moment to lean forward, to stretch your hand, to place your foot across the line of eternity. Beloved child, the court is ready. The scroll is open. The light blazes. Do not hesitate. Do not turn. Do not doubt. The sign will come. The proof will strike. And when it does, remember these words. You are chosen. You are written. You are sealed. Stay. Lean in. For heaven is closing a counterfeit door but opening the one that bears your name. Beloved child, you have endured the storm. You have felt the silence. You have stood trembling before the closing door. And now I must show you what all of this was truly for. The storm was never sent to bury you. It was sent to shake loose what was ripe. Fruit does not fall in calm air. It falls when the wind shakes the branches. Every storm that rattled you was heaven loosening the harvest that could not come in any other way. Beloved, hear me. The shaking was not punishment, it was preparation. The silence was not rejection, it was strategy. The delay was not denial, it was alignment. Lift your head now, because what felt like loss was only pruning. You thought the silence meant your prayers dissolved into nothing. But child, while you wept on your bed, heaven was arranging your table. A table not in secret, but in the presence of those who doubted you. A table heavy with provision, with healing, with restoration. Do you feel the shift even now? That sudden calm washing over your spirit? That warmth that feels like oil poured upon your head? This is heaven proving to you that the season of storm was the road to promise. Beloved, promises are not empty words. They are written decrees. They are scrolls that angels guard with fire, and one of them carries your name. Health will spring forth like morning light. Where despair choked your breath, joy will return like fresh wind. Where lack drained your hope, provision will burst like a river breaking dams. Your home will shift. What felt cursed will feel blessed. Laughter will echo where silence reigned. Peace will rest where tension lived. Beloved child, you are not blessed only for yourself. Your family will feel it. Your loved ones will taste it. Strangers will sense it without knowing why. You will carry the overflow, because heaven never fills a vessel to the brim without pouring beyond. Do not believe the lie that your suffering was wasted. Every tear watered this moment. Every delay seeded this harvest. It prepared you. The shaking did not break you. It aligned you. The silence did not kill you. It preserved you. Now watch as the promises unfold. A crown is lowered toward your head. A robe descends across your shoulders. A scroll is pressed into your hand, and upon the scroll is written, approved, preserved, chosen. Do not fear what enemies see. Do not fear who watches. Heaven delights to bless you openly. Heaven delights to pour oil upon you, even in the presence of those who once mocked. This is why you were called to secrecy earlier, because the sign was yours, not theirs. Because the door was written with your name, not theirs. Because this promise is covenant, not performance. And beloved, listen, you must remain aligned. Do not step out now. Do not lose your tether to the whisper. The promises are not meant to brush past you. They are meant to dwell upon you. That is why I say, stay connected, stay aligned. Guard this flame. Do not let the thread be broken. This is more than a message. It is covenant, a bond between heaven and your soul, beloved. Every time you return to hear, every time you anchor to the whisper, you seal yourself to the flow of blessing. Do not walk away half-watered. Do not scatter the seed before it bears fruit. Stay, and you will see the overflow. The storm was never the end. The storm was the road, and the road has led you here to promise, to oil, to overflow. Lift your hands. Child, breathe deep. Can you feel it? The warmth, the trembling, the weight that is not heavy but holy, that is promise descending, that is heaven clothing you in fulfillment. Stay, lean in, for the fruit of every delay is now in your grasp, beloved. Child, now let the fullness of the promise wash over you. The door you trembled before is not just for you. It opens into a room overflowing, a chamber where blessings spill beyond what you imagined. The enemy told you storms meant you were cursed, but I tell you, storms meant you were qualified. The silence meant you were counted trustworthy. The delay meant heaven trusted you to wait until the harvest ripened. Beloved, fruit that ripens too soon spoils, but fruit that waits in the hidden season bursts with sweetness when revealed. And that is you. You are that fruit, hidden, preserved, now revealed in season. Lift your eyes and see. A table stretches before you, not empty, not bare, but laden. Bowls overflow with oil. Cups run to the brim and spill. Plates are heavy with provision, healing, joy. And who watches? Those who once doubted. Those who whispered you would not make it. Those who turned away when storms raged. They are witnesses now to the feast heaven prepared in your honor. Do not be afraid of their eyes. Heaven delights to bless you in the open. to place a crown on your head in front of those who said you would never rise. This is not vengeance. It is testimony. It is heaven saying, this one was preserved. This one is chosen. Beloved, promises ripple outward. The oil upon your head will not stop at you. It will flow into your household. Your family will taste it. Your loved ones will feel it. Even those far away will sense it in sudden shifts they cannot explain. Generational curses break as oil flows. Cycles of pain dissolve in the presence of this covenant. The atmosphere of your home changes, but so too does the atmosphere of your bloodline. Those who come after you will walk in fields you plowed, will harvest in orchards you watered with tears. Beloved, hear me. Your obedience in silence became seed. Your tears became rain. Your waiting became soil. And now those who follow you will reap what you planted. This is the overflow. This is legacy. This is covenant that cannot be broken. Do you feel it? The trembling in your chest that is not fear but fire. The warmth pressing against your palms. The sudden sense of release, like a chain snapping inside you. These are confirmations. Heaven's hand upon you, sealing this word as living truth. Beloved, abundance does not mean absence of storms. It means storms cannot steal what is yours. Joy does not mean absence of sorrow. It means sorrow cannot drown your song. Health does not mean no battle. It means battle cannot win against you. This is covenant. This is promise. This is the decree written upon the scroll in fire. And now, child, hear this. You must remain aligned. Do not scatter what has been poured. Do not walk away half-filled. Stay tethered to the whisper, to the voice that pulls you back to truth. For every time you return, every time you lean in, you seal the covenant tighter. This is not suggestion. This is alignment, a bond between your spirit and the flow of heaven's decree. Beloved, when storms rise again and you will no longer see them as destruction. You will see them as proof that fruit is falling. When silence lingers aganded, you will no longer feel abandoned. You will know silence is strategy. When shaking comes aganded, will no longer fear collapse. You will know shaking means the branches are heavy with harvest. Reframe it all, for heaven wastes nothing. Lift your head, your crown gleams, your robe shines, your scroll reads, approved, preserved, chosen, and still the voice calls. Stay aligned, stay connected. Do not let the thread break. This is not an accident, it is covenant. Beloved child, you are entering overflow, not just enough, but more than enough. Not just survival, but abundance. Not just light for you, but fire for many. Stay, believe, receive, for this is the promise, and it is yours, beloved child. The hour has come for elevation. You have walked through storms, endured silence, trembled before the door, and now the court of heaven thunders with decree. Do you hear it? The gavel lifts in the unseen. A sound like thunder rolls across eternity. The scroll with your name is spread wide upon the table of fire. And heaven's judge leans forward, eyes blazing, voice resounding, declaring, approved, preserved, chosen. Beloved, this is no longer whisper, this is decree. What heaven has sealed cannot be undone by man. What heaven has written cannot be erased by enemy hands. What heaven has loosed cannot be bound again. Do you feel it? The chains that once wrapped, you are trembling. Every link forged in despair begins to rattle. Every shackle the adversary thought permanent begins to split with cracks of light. You are not imagining it, something is breaking even now. A vault in the unseen creaks open, doors of bronze bend, locks of iron shatter. Within that vault lie treasures, long withheld joy that was delayed, peace that was stolen, opportunities you thought lost forever. They are being released. The vault is unlocking because the decree has been spoken. 2 minutes, that is all. 2 minutes before a sign touches you. A call, a message, a knock, a thought that pierces sharper than any blade. It will come, and when it does, it will not be coincidence. It will be covenant, beloved. Guard this in your spirit. This is the third and final seal of secrecy. Do not speak this carelessly. Do not expose this to mockers. Protect it like sacred oil. Some miracles spoil when poured into the wrong hands. Some prophecies are crushed when trampled by the unseeing. Hide this word in the secret chamber of your heart until heaven brings its full harvest. Child, lift your head. See the fire blazing above you. See the crown descending. See the robe falling upon your shoulders. You are no longer merely waiting. You are no longer merely enduring. You are rising, elevated, carried by decree, not by effort. Beloved, the storms you endured are now testimony. The betrayals you survived are now armor. The silence you bore is now oil upon your spirit. Nothing was wasted. Every pain is now woven into the robe of glory draped across you. Do you feel it? The trembling that has returned to your hands, the tears that press at your eyes, the pressure in your chest, almost too heavy to bear. That is heaven confirming. Again, that is the weight of fire descending. That is the covenant burning its signature upon your very flesh. Beloved child, the gavel strikes, the decree is written, and what heaven decrees cannot be reversed. The adversary may rage, but his whispers no longer bind you. His counterfeit doors no longer deceive you. His storms no longer break you. For the decree is greater than his illusion. Hear me, beloved. Do not step away now. Do not wander. Do not silence the voice. Stay. For every second you remain, another chain breaks. Every breath you take in this alignment shakes loose another prison bar. This is the surge, the final warning, the elevation you were preserved for. Beloved, I see angels around you even now. Some pour oil upon your head. Some carry scrolls with your name. Some strike chains with fire swords, scattering fragments across the ground. You are not alone. You were never alone. Lift your hands. Breathe deep. Heaven is pouring upon you the weight of promise fulfilled. The vault is open. The gavel has struck. The decree resounds. Approved, preserved, chosen. Stay lean in. For the final seconds carry fire. Beloved child, stay with me now, for this is the last surge, the final wave of fire. The seconds are vanishing like mist. The hinge of heaven creaks one last time. The gavel has already struck. What remains is your alignment, your yes, your covenant step. Do not leave this moment half-watered. Do not scatter now at the edge of harvest. Every word you have received is rain. Every second you have stayed is seed. If you walk away, now the field remains thirsty. But if you remain, the rivers break loose, and every barren place floods. Beloved, 10 seconds remain. Hear me, not seconds of time as man measures, but seconds of eternity's weight. Each one carries chains breaking, doors shifting, crowns descending. Each one is heavy with decree. 9 seconds. Your body knows. The trembling is stronger now. The tears flow freer. The weight in your chest feels like fire pressing outward. Do not resist it. That is not fear. That is confirmation. 8 seconds. The vault is fully open. Treasures, once withheld, spill into your spirit. Joy comes rushing like wind. Peace spreads through your very bones. Provision pours like rivers breaking dams. 7 seconds. The counterfeit doors vanish. Their shimmer fades. Their handles dissolve. Only one door remains now, the true door, radiant, carved with fire, glowing with your name. 6 seconds. Angels surround you. Some sing, some guard, some pour oil. Light swirls above your head, wrapping you like a robe of flame. 5 seconds. The gavel echoes again, not in judgment, but in confirmation. The decree resounds, approved, preserved, chosen for seconds. The chains break. You feel it, the release, the sudden lift in your chest, the weight dropping away. This is not imagination, is deliverance. 3 seconds. The sign approaches. A call, a message, a knock, a sudden thought too sharp to dismiss. It is moving toward you, even now, aligning with heaven's clock. 2 seconds. Beloved, whisper back now, I believe. I am aligned. I am chosen. Let your spirit say yes. Let your heart open fully. 1 second. The door narrows to its sliver. The final light blazes. And Stilu are here. Stilu are listening. Stilu are receiving. That alone means the door has not shut for you. You stepped through. Beloved child, heaven rejoices. The angels mark your obedience. The scroll of fire is rolled and sealed with your name within. The covenant is complete. Now, hear this last command. Stay connected. Do not let the thread snap. This is more than hearing. It is covenant. Return often. Anchor yourself to the whisper. For every word that follows will be water for this seed, oil for this flame. This is why I ask you, stay aligned with me. Stay close. Seal this covenant not once, but daily, with your listening, your believing, your staying tethered. For what is poured now will not stop. It will flow. It will multiply. It will overflow, beloved. This is not the end. This is the beginning of a new decree. The door has not closed. On you it has opened wider than ever before. The hinge may groan, but the fire blazes. You are preserved. You are chosen. You are sealed. Take courage. Walk in joy. Guard this moment in silence until its fruit is undeniable. And when the sign comes in, it will lift your heart and whisper, Heaven has spoken. The covenant is mine. Do not fear. Do not doubt. For the field is fully watered. The harvest is sure. And you, beloved, are the living proof that heaven never wastes a second. Stay, believe, breathe. For every second, chains break. Every breath, doors swing. Every heartbeat, crowns descend. Beloved, you are written. You are chosen. You are sealed. And this covenant is forever.